Hey guys, Turret here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods, playing for you today, spawning in the south. We have Tomakaze playing as OKW and his loadout is Elite Armor, Special Operations and Breakthrough. Teaming up with him is Havoc playing as Austere and his loadout is German Mechanized, Fortified Armor and Mechanized Assault. These guys are about rank 120 arranged team as Axis, and they've both competed in a few tournaments, pretty well-known players. In the north, we have DMusicMan playing as Brits, straight away going for Mobile Assault, teaming up with him. Playing as US Forces is Luciano, and his loadout is Heavy Cavalry, Mechanized, and Infantry Company. These guys random team, DMusicMan rank 9, 2v2 Brits. Luciano about rank 60 as US Forces, 2v2. So interesting to see if they can overcome the what should be superior teamwork from the Axis team. So MG42 forced that retreat there, a lot of Ghosted Y there as well. A lot of fighting going on here though. Trying to focus down those sterms at a long range, good idea. Looks like a lot of these guys are in front of the hedge unfortunately. Maybe they should try close in. Try getting to close range against these guys. No. Now it's starting to drop quite quickly. You can see the models in front of the hedge here. Probably going to be two retreats there. I mean, he's soft retreating that, but there's no back capping to do, so there's a may as well just retreat it, and he does. Our infantry section in a tough spot between those two Volkswagen squads. We've got a sniper out here for Havoc. Looks like that's forcing, in fact, quite a lot of retreats there. Mass retreat by the DMusicMan. So Crossing in the Woods, probably too small for 2v2s in honesty. There's really no room for flanking. Traditionally been a Axis favoured map due to the wide machine gun arcs, which very effectively covered every approach. And then their tank destroyers, such as the JT or the Elephant, in the late game. But those that's kind of reversed a little bit thanks to the Brits. They also have those wide machine gun arcs, and their late game is also very formidable. Oh, that's a lot of riflemen, but the sniper's there. Sniper waits in a good, safe position here, but these riflemen may be going to overwhelm the sterms here. No, they're not doing much damage. I think they're going to have to retreat. We've got some very aggressive play here by Havoc. He's pushing right up. There's a lot of infantry bleed there from that rifleman formation by Luciano. He's actually only gone for 3 rifles. 3 rifles into captain. Did he lose a squad? No. Usually when going captain you go 4 riflemen. So that's a bit unusual. Maybe he just bled so much from his squads he couldn't afford to go for that extra squad. Oh, sniper's in big trouble. Oh, and he gets it! Wow, I thought that was going to get away, but at max range on that negative cover, sniper goes down, and man, snipers are going to drop even more quickly when they get those received accuracy changes. So there we go, lucky break there for Luciano, and that may turn the game around because that sniper was causing all sorts of issues, and now Havoc's actually rebuilding that sniper. Big manpower blow. Nice incendiary grenade into the approach from those riflemen, but the squad's properly overwhelmed there. We're seeing a battle group going down. In fact, a flak half track from Tomakaze. So that will alleviate some of the. In fact, why this is unusual. So Havoc's also going for a medic bunker. So I mean that kind of negates some of the effective of going for the battle group early. I mean, usually I think it's better for the austere player to get the bunker and the OKW player go for the mechanized regiment, because the OKW has better light vehicles from the mechanized regiment. Then, I mean, obviously it doesn't really have it. It's got the 222, and then there's like a massive gap until you get to medium tanks. And that gap can be filled effectively by the mechanized HQ. But anyway, we'll have to see how he gets on with this flak half track. And in fact, that's a mortar pit opening up. And this crossing in the woods, this is mortar pits aplenty. Lots of great spots behind the trees for mortar pits to cover sizable portions of the map. Oh man, lucky that second bazooka missed, but I think he's going to go down here anyway. One more bazooka shell needs to land. And it's in close range. I'll be very surprised if he misses. There it goes. So that definitely did not have the desired effect. Back after that going down almost immediately. Oh, and now we've got a Bofors going up on this VP. Nope, he cancelled it because of the incendiary grenade. But you can see the intention from DMusicMan. And here's the Stewart now. Axis team is in a lot of trouble, having lost that flak half track. We're going to have to get some anti-tank guns to try and deal with this Stewart. Nothing yet from Havoc. He's actually floating a lot. In fact, both Axis players floating quite a lot of manpower here to get some AT guns cooking. Oh man, wow! Stewart's taking down two models. Have done a pretty good job resecuring the fuel, and they've had a decent munitions control so far. Oh, down goes the squad there though. Ship squad got bazooka snipes. RE's maybe forgotten about. No, they get out. Maybe they're going to get sniped by the sniper. He has to turn around. Now he's in a tough spot. Stewart could chase, not going to chase. Going to repair it up instead to take one Shrek, it looks like. Now the Allies going straight for the cutoff, straight for the jugular. If they can hold here, they'd be in a really good spot. But DMusicMan doesn't have a machine gun. Usually it's really good to accompany a push like this if you have a machine gun set up here. Very hard for them to push back, especially once they've lost their light vehicle. And you can really secure that cutoff for an extended period of time. Interesting to see actually DMusicMan going for grenades. There's a rear sight. There's Brits, but he was floating a lot of munitions, and you can actually float quite a lot of munitions with this commander. I mean, all you've really got to spend on is advanced cover combat and the vehicle crew repairs. And not many people use this, but I think I looked it up. In the that new guide on COH2.org, that new abilities guide, and it was actually pretty pretty good, but it may be a bit overpriced, but it's better than I thought it was. Without knowing the actual numbers. Well, both was just ripping in there.
Is now available for units.
Alright, we've got a sniper working away on these infantry sections, which are trying to do some fuel harassment. At the same time, Axis trying to do some fuel harassment. But I mean, it's just so hard to stay still now with that mortar pit around. It's only got 3 kills, but as you can see, it's done a lot of damage. Here we've got Pack trying to work on the Bofors, but looks like he's firing into the fog of war. Rather inaccurate when you're doing that. And the target size of the Bofors is actually pretty small. And there you go, he garrisons its Stews, the suppression barrage. This could very easily kill the AT gun, especially with this rifleman support. The MG42 covering it, but he... Oh, they get around the arc. Refaces. It's going to be close. Pack's going to go down, I'm pretty sure, but it's in a pretty safe spot to be recruit. Didn't have any vet as far as I'm aware. And this is a late game 222. Well, no, I suppose it's not that late, but late timing on this 222. Oh man, this Bofors and mortar pit, they're just wrecking the Axis right now. Looks like Tomakaze going for ISG, which is... Oh, wow, there we go. Down goes another Sturm squad. I mean, not Sturm squad, Volk squad, but he has lost his Sturms as well. Oh, man, things are not looking good for Tomakaze. He's lost a lot. Is that 2 Volk squads, Sturms, yeah, and his flak half-track. He is really not having the best game here. But we've got ISGs, that is one advantage of having gone for the battle group, and because DMusicMan has gone. No, don't forget about Land Mattress, just wrecking shop. Yeah, Land Mattress. What a joke this unit is. Comes with 5 CPs, pretty cheap in terms of cost. The AoE its rockets, they're like, have you seen the balance patch notes? Like, oh, we felt the Land Mattress was slightly overperforming, so we're just gonna halve the AoE on its rockets. It's like slight and then halving the AoE on its rockets. These two things do not compute. Slight change would be like 10%, not half. Anyway, that's on the field, and it's opened up, and in fact he's fielding another one straight away. A bit of matty spam here, well protected by this Bofors. A big push coming down the centre by Luciano, but he's bleeding a lot. In fact, he may lose that squad too. No, not quite. Here comes the Land Mattress. I think it's targeting. No, going for the Schwer HQ. Doing a decent amount of damage to it as well. And in fact, that's a Stuggy for Havoc, so they're really feeling the strain here. Quite rare that you see mechanized assault in 2v2s. More of a 1v1 commander, I feel. He's bringing it out here. Stuggy will be a good stopgap. Oh, but man, right at the wrong time. Goes for the Stuggy, and Pietz now for DMusicMan on his infantry sections. This will be a great counter to the Stuggy, as it's rather immobile. It's a lot of trouble dealing the Piets, as it doesn't have the turret. I imagine being rank 9 as Brits, DMusicMan's probably pretty good with the Piets. So, as usual, when it comes to 2v2s, bit of an indirect fire war, and the Allies definitely have the superior indirect fire at this stage of the game. Double land mattress, pack out to mortar pit, they are in control. Okay, we've got a lot of attacks going on to the Bofors, and Luciano can't quite get a line of sight there with his M1. Now we've got a lot of squads coming in from the side. Struggy's in a bit of trouble. One's got engine damage. Bofors goes down, but he's maybe going to lose a Struggy for it. What is this coming in here? Light artillery barrage, but it's not going to stop these guys. They're charging straight in. One Struggy is down. These guys getting suppressed now. Nice machine gun positioning, but I imagine there'll be a land mattress coming in here any second. So look, land mattress. No. Oh yes, could be. Could be this one. This one's a bit far back actually. But it has ready for cooldown. But I mean, this could be devastating if he does it in this region. I mean, this is most of the Axis army is in this location right now. Tomakaze at 11 CPs, maybe thinking about going for the Sturm Tiger. Doesn't quite have the fuel for it though, I don't think.
The enemy is taking our territory.
So, Havoc actually going for another Struggy. Going for a third Struggy. He's probably going to delay his Tiger. But Allies still haven't fielded any tanks themselves. Luciano just now hitting 13 CPs. But his fuel situation very low as well. So nowhere near. Pershing yet, and it looks like we saw another squad go down there. Man, a very lethal game here so far. A lot of wipes going from both teams. There goes the pack thanks to the land mattress, and now we've got M1 opening up on their Stugs. Well, this one could go down here. No. Had to pack it up. Two Shrek squads coming in from the side trying to threaten, and a Raketin as well, trying to threaten this mortar pit, but we've got a lot of barred up riflemen here. We're going to easily overwhelm those squads. Sniper here in the flanks, but this squad here being rather cheeky, hiding behind a garrison, maybe going to spring an ambush on that sniper shortly. Exactly what happens there. Sniper gets one snipe. Oh, and they've actually got a Bren. So they've gone one Bren, one Piet, but it's kind of hidden by the fact they've picked up the Piet first. So they caught me off guard, and I imagine probably caught the Axis off guard as well. So no Sturm Tiger for Tomakaze yet. Go for the Panzer IV first. The Allies still quite far away from a medium tank, so there's a bit of time for these Struggies and the Panzer IV to get some work done here, but they have to be fast, and looks like a squad of Pioneers repairing went down there. Did they? Probably. And those Struggies have been sitting back here awaiting repairs for such a long time now. Need to get those back on the field, otherwise the useful time period will be just quickly closing. DMusicMan having quite a lot of fuel now. Luciano getting closer and closer to that Pershing. Still, the Axis not out of this game yet. I mean, they're only 50 VVs behind, so they're doing alright. And wow, look at this. P-Greens just charged straight up the center of the map. Clear out the Vet 2 packouts, and now switching targets, going for the Major, trying to destroy this forward retreat point. Throws a bundle grenade, going for the ambulance in fact. He's got to get the ambulance. Destroyed engine though. Yes, the ambulance. Mission accomplished there. That was great stuff. Here comes the Panzer IV. He clears the AT gun. But he's, oh, this is actually maybe a bad idea. He's on quite low. He's going to take an AT grenade. Then comes the light arty barrage on this forward retreat point. He needs to cancel that and retreat. Oh, wow. Captain goes down. Oh, another rifle squad goes down. Oh, Luciano, he's got nothing left. That push just devastated him. Now they're going to lose the mortar pit. Allies in big trouble all of a sudden, but hang on, no, land mattress saves the day. Mortar pit's not dead yet, but he's soft retreated, so he could come back in with these two Volksgrenadier squads, try to finish the job. I mean, one Shrek and a incendiary grenade would probably do the job, but he's actually pulled back and done some capping instead. I feel like this is a missed opportunity to go for that mortar pit. Probably should have come back in. Gone for the kill there. Stiggy's back up to full. And they've had enough of this building. Fair enough, and you don't want those infiltration commanders coming out of these buildings either. So that's probably in his best interest to destroy that. But yeah, I mean, Luciano just suffered such massive losses there. He built himself a squad of Rangers. Probably not the best on this map, but they will go quite nicely against those Panzergrenadiers. Oh, we've got a bunker over here. Didn't even notice that. Looks like the mortar pit did though. Starting to open up on it. Oh, nice grenade positioning there by Luciano. What he did is he threw it slightly behind, so as they retreated, they jumped out of cover just at the wrong time and got maximum damage from that grenade. He threw it like further forwards as they retreated. They would have moved out of the area of effect of the grenade. So yeah, that was a really nice grenade positioning there by Luciano on that squad. He's going to lose his 2-2-2. Too busy, he's trying to micro Stuggies over here. Oh, he's gone for a third land match. Yeah. You know a unit's balanced when somebody's going for three of them, right? Clearly. So it was like the days when people were going for 3 Calliopes. I mean, that was perfectly balanced, right? Well, this is turning into a proper battleground here.
We're losing a capture point.
Got all sorts of craters all over the map thanks to those land mattresses. Double AT guns, Panzer IV's in big trouble. Ooh, he bounces one shot there, he's going to get away. Close call. Double Stuggies trying to come in on the side of these AT guns. This is maybe not the best idea either. Where's the other one gone? The other one's gone to the north to do some capping. Oh, lucky ISG shell ends up finishing the job. And I think he's just firing blind here, hoping to catch squads as they come out of the base. Now DMusicMan going for a fireflight. Yeah, I mean he's just firing blind here. They get this machine gun though. Oh, what is this? He's got a Piet on his commandos. Did he get them with Brens as well? No, just a Piet. I mean, this is a very unconventional build. I mean, I don't want to disparage DMusicMan, but I wonder how much of his rank is due to land mattress abuse and how much of it is due to actual skill. Oh, land mattress almost killing the Panzer IV. Oh, almost got that Sturm squad as well. Persian's going in for it, but JK Stug disables the turret. A lot of people get quite upset that the Stuggies target weak point can penetrate heavy tank's armor like that and disable its main gun. And that is the Sturm target now from Tomakaze, so probably going to see some cheesy wipes in return here. Bit of revenge. Looks like he's lining up a shot on these commandos. There they go. What's Havoc doing? He's ticked to tier 4 and he's getting out a Panzerwerfer, so that's going to be their form of indirect fire, but the Axis have been without indirect fire for such a long period of the game, and now they're kind of getting two pieces of indirect fire at once. I mean, this is similar. It's a similar effect. Almost rocket artillery. And then they're getting a Werfer at the same time, right at the time that Luciano rather, has fielded his Pershing, so they may be a bit understaffed in terms of anti-tank. That Pershing could do quite a bit of damage here. He just fires in this region whenever they cool down, and oh, he's got a bit of lucky scatter there. Mortarpit's still up. They missed opportunity to kill it. Still kicking up to 22 kills now. Being a thorn on the Axis side, and now he's targeting that freshly recruited Kedden. Will it escape? Oh yes it does. Oh wow, Stuggy's taken down that rifle squad, and man, Luciano must be really light on infantry now. All of his riflemen down. He's actually back-ticked for lieutenant, which is not a bad idea. If you're strapped for manpower as US forces, I mean, you know, taking lieutenant's 200 manpower, cheaper than a rifle squad, comes pre-equipped with a bar, so you're not really requiring fuel for anything. It's actually not a bad idea to back-tick to lieutenant. Also opens up a lot more options, such as the machine gun, which can be useful in the late game, or the half track, which could be good at shooting down super close air support planes or whatever, you know. Also has its uses.
That's incoming rockets! A capture point is under attack. Send order!
Kedden gets decrewed almost immediately. We've got land matches trying to work on this. Oh, he's got to lose that. Yeah, late retreat there by Havoc. And that's his Vet 3 squad as well. That was a real shame. Looks like he's trying to target the land mattress with his Panzerwerfer. Doesn't quite get it. Stuggy looks like he's going to try to get the Pershing. No. Packs the T-gun instead. Here comes the Firefly. He opens up with the tulips. And that's a dead Panzer IV. Feel like maybe he's trying to micro his Sturm Tiger and cost him his Panzer IV. Wasn't paying attention. You got to be so careful with those tulips around. Now he's going to open up on the AT gun. There that goes. Got two Shrek squads coming in from the side. They managed to decrew one of these and destroy it with the Shrek, so that's mission accomplished. Well played by Tomakaze. Coming from the side, getting rid of one of those land mattresses, but I think that was the lower veterancy one. We've got these two Vet 2 ones on the field. And DMusicMan actually floating a lot of manpower right here. Needs to get some action going. Maybe if he goes to the 5-man squads, try and... Oh. Okay, he's got to spend that manpower now. Oh, he's having to retreat through the land mattress with the Vet 3 sniper. Oh! Oh man, right as he thought he'd dodged the bullet there, he ran the gauntlet, and right as he's coming out the other side, second rocket connects and down he goes. That is a crushing blow for Havoc. Vet 3 sniper down. Now we've got a Bofors up from DMusicMan, so that's what he's spending his manpower on partially. VP situation still very, very even, very tight game still. But Axis, I feel like, you know, they are a bit behind in terms of armor. Looks like Havoc trying to save up for that Tiger. Does have access to the Panther though, has ticked to tier 4, and maybe the Panther might be a better idea. They've already got quite a lot of anti-infantry in the form of the Stuggies, Sturm Tiger and the Panzerwerfer. Maybe the Panther's higher frontal armor may be more efficient against what the Allies are fielding. Also a lot more maneuverable to get out of the way of those tulip rockets. Seems like it's ready for another barrage. Oh, looks like some incoming tulips. No, he doesn't have the munitions for it quite. Oh, land mattress decrews. Pack. So I'm sorry if I'm missing some of these land mattress barrages, but I mean they're just a constant at the moment. It's almost not even worth capturing on camera. But that was Sturm Tiger gets a nice barrage off there, and wow, that's actually a Jagdpanzer for Tomakaze. Looks like he's trying to come up there and kill the AT gun that the Sturm Tiger just decrewed, but got recrewed almost instantly. Luciano avoids that being destroyed. Well, let's briefly have a triple cap going. We managed to small beach. Bit of a blind fire there, slightly off target. I mean, they do have access to the signal relay, which could be quite useful in locating. I mean, if they have the forward retreat for the ambulance, that's always quite cheeky. Use that signal relay and then try and get a Sturm Tiger on their forward retreat point. But it's, I mean, it's just a very useful ability, especially in 2v2s where there's a lot more armor on the field. Coordinate with your ally, just let them know the lay of the land. Useful in diffusing flanks. Just rockets plenty here. I suppose that's one thing. You do have to retreat your Sturm Tiger a bit further back because you don't want to get getting decrewed by those land mattress rockets. Nice to see Luciano actually repairing that up so it doesn't die next time it's decrewed. Luciano now has quite a lot of fuel in the bank. And he did tech to Major. He doesn't have enough manpower to go for any more vehicles at the moment, but It is an option eventually. And man, the axe is just really hurting for infantry right now. Oh, I think that's decrewed. I think it needs 2 men to crew it. Yep, there we go. I mean, it was a bit delayed, but there we go. So at least he's removed the veterancy from that. But in some ways it's good to decrew, to get rid of the vet, because I mean there was vet 3, but in some ways it's kind of bad, because then they crew it and then it's instantly cooled down so they can fire another barrage at you. I remember Romeo back in the day used to purposely try and reload his Sturm Tiger right in front of the enemy in hopes that they would shoot it, decrew it, and then he could jump in it and then fire it again. Oh, down. And into just a massive wall of AT here. Tiger also in a bit of trouble. Big push here. Land mattress just wrecking shop. Light artillery barrage coming down, forcing the retreat. And that's a walking Stuka now, finally, from Tomakaze. And that should get the Axis back in the game. They needed that walking Stuka desperately. They just needed that extra bit of indirect fire. And the walking Stuka does seem to be a lot more effective against Brits than the Panzerwerfer. Well, that 50 cal didn't last long. Almost immediately gets destroyed by the Sturm Tiger. Oh, and here we go. You've got to be careful using a JP4 against Fireflies. They have a much better rate of fire, but can get one shot by those tulips. Oh, and that's a dead one straight away. There's a fresh one, but oh, and by the same token, another wipe by the Bofors this time. Very lethal game. Still, looks like these guys have picked up flamethrower, dropped by some engineers. He's running straight in there. Managed to destroy that Bofors. They'll open up that side, but he does have enough resources to build another one. Oh! Oh, I was puckering my bumhole there. Very close escape for that JP4. Thought that Piet was going to connect with it. But yeah, that Tiger, as I was saying, hasn't got up to much so far. It's a bit slow against some of these allied vehicles. Once again, Stuki Tiger weak point being used by Havoc with a lot of effect. He's actually been really well. He's been using this ability really well so far. And it disables the main gun for so long, as you can see. Now rear armor exposed. This could be a dead Pershing, but the Pershing is a bit faster. Oh, Sturm Tiger from the side. Tiger's in a lot of trouble now, running straight into some tulip rockets, so that's probably going to go down. One more shot. He's probably got... Oh, but he misses. And neither of them tried to chase there, so that is a very, very, very lucky escape by Havoc.
Anti-tank gun, ready for action.
Tiger has 9 lives. Yeah, definitely a missed opportunity there. And does that mean that he hasn't ticked Hammer and we'll see? That's a that's just not good. And if you've got these resources, it's very cheap to tick to Hammer, and then you get that tracking as a result of Hammer. Probably would have had line of sight there thanks to the tracking on the Tiger. Maybe would have got that last shot off it, because I think there was attack ground he tried to use there. So it's a bit disappointing, honestly, from DMusicMan. Panzerwerfer, a lot of rockets over here. Don't get very good scatter in that case.
Crew stand ready.
Stuka's about back up. Storm Tiger still 15 seconds away. Axis getting very low on VPs though. It's going to be a real battle for the VPs, and they still haven't managed to clear out this mortar pit. It's going to be very hard to hold on to the center with that thing still on the field. This is going to be close. Oh, nice barrage though. There's that one of those AT guns. JP4 gets away, and now it's got Vet 1. Very hard to kill once it gets that camo. Oh man, Stuggy putting some good hits in there.
Taking fire.
Once again, he does. He kills the Schwer. Tomakaze just didn't repair that. Just like the whole game, basically. Occasional, I mean, he was just firing rockets in this region, but occasionally they'd scatter up there, and ISG also goes down there. Get 2 ISG down. Tulips connect and do heavy damage to the Storm Tiger, forcing it back. Pershing and the Tiger dueling it out here. Pershing's highly vetted though. Once this thing gets to Vet 3, it gets crazy good rate of fire. It should be able to take on the Tiger frontally once it gets to the Vet 3, despite its health disadvantage. Oh, bit of a calm and a rare moment of calm. No land metras, no Stern Tiger, no massive indirect fire wars going on right now. Axis, yeah, on the ropes, down 50 VPs as you heard the announcer announce. These land mattresses have just been bleeding them so hard. Drop, watch this smoke, and at the same time light artillery barrage. I don't know if he even noticed that light artillery barrage was coming in. Looks like he got out of there. Nice dodge of the grenade there, but I think Commander's still going to win this engagement. And that's a Jackson, in fact, from Luciano. And man, this Tiger's going to have a lot of trouble. Very hard for him to get a pack as well with this much indirect fire coming in. In fact, he's gone for the mechanized half-track. Wonder what he's planning on doing with this. Doesn't have the Shreks upgrading on it. Targeting the land mattress. Ooh, direct hit by one rocket, but they're in heavy cover there. Oh, and he's decrewed the Storm Tiger. Looks like it's going to go down. One more shot. There it goes. Storm Tiger down. Oh man, that is bad news for the Axis. They really need that Storm Tiger. It looks like the Panther went down. I'm sure Havoc had a Panther at some point, right? Yeah, that died and I completely missed it. I mean, it looks like it did absolutely nothing though. Maybe it got a couple of tulips to the face and just died. Oh, wow. Man, this mortar pit, 44 kills now. Man, if only they managed to kill that thing before. See, oh, look how much damage it's doing, man.
The enemy have 25 points left.
Oh, nice. Stogi's getting some good hits there. Tiger's in the back, finally back up to full. And that's what a lot of people have been complaining about, how Eastern Front Army's repairs are so much worse than all the Western Front Army's repairs. Very slow repairs on that Tiger. Slightly off target, Stuka barrage there. Did a bit of damage and oh, nice half track goes down to the Jackson. Tiger's charging in here. It's taking one shot. Could be vulnerable to an AT grenade. In fact, that's what he's going for. But model throwing it with launching it was about to die. Looks like something died here. No, mass retreat. He managed to get away, but led a lot of anti-tank here. Perhaps he should try to stick around and kill them. Oh man, land mattress on the base wipes 2 squads there. And yeah, as I was saying, I mean, DMusicMan played solidly, but as I was saying, I don't know how much of it was due to his skill and how much of it was just due to the land mattress spam. There we go. So, well, that was a pretty back and forth game, pretty close one. Until I mean, they're both tied at 300 all, and then the allies just really took control. Axis suffered a lot of wipes. And just, yeah, never really got back into the game. But yeah, I mean, land mattresses, mortar pits on crossing in the woods, very hard to deal with. And they'll do. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.